Now, Fabrice was talking about his theme of the day, these abandoned companies, good companies that the markets are ignoring. So let's start with one here, and this is one that you did very well with about 8 years ago. It went from 25 cents to $3. Then it sort of fell on hard times and went sideways to down for a long time. But now you think Athabasca Minerals is back. And why do you say that?
Right. So first of all, they're based in my hometown of Edmonton. It's easy. I've been up to their operations in Fort McMurray in that area. They operate gravel pits. They own some. Some of them they just manage for other people. And that's a nice little business. Up in the tar sands, you use a lot of gravel. Those roads in the mines, they're made of gravel. And as you deplete your mine, you get further and further away from the plant. That means more roads. That means lots of gravel because those trucks are heavy. You got to build big beds. So there's always demand for gravel. That's a bread and butter business. But what excited me back then, it was the third stock I ever recommended in my newsletter at 25 cents, and it went to $3 in about, I think, 3 years or 4 years. They have a FRAC sand deposit, and it's permitted, it's large, I've been there myself, and it's ready to go. And you probably know that Shell Canada, or Shell, has green-lighted their LNG plant. Everything is tickety-boo. There's a little bit of protest going on right now, but the government's on side. The native bands are officially on side. Justin Trudeau needs this deal. He needs it. He's bragging about it because everyone said you destroyed our industry. And now he's running around saying, no, I didn't. Look, this is the biggest single investment project ever in Canada, which is true. It's $40 billion. Now, it's going to happen. Okay, and no one believes it anymore because of all the negative things that have happened, Trans Mountain and all the other pipeline problems. There is a pipeline here. This is gas. It's a lot greener than oil. It's not heavy oil. But think about all the frac sand they're going to need up in that area, in the Montney. It's millions of tons of it. We have a frac sand deposit, Athabasca Minerals, of which I'm one of the biggest shareholders now. It's been appraised at $30 million. They have $5.5 million in the bank cash. The market cap is 13. So there's going to be huge demand for frac sand up there. And although the actual use of the sand won't be for a couple of years, the offtake agreements are going to be signed this year, or started to be signed this year. That means a producer says, I'm going to need a bunch of sand. And he wants to secure his supply before he starts producing, otherwise he's in trouble. So you're going to see news, I think, this year, even as early as this spring, I'm hearing from sources, that they're going to get offtake agreements. So Athabasca is poised with the big deposit called Firebag. They just bought 50% of another one, which is actually in basin. That's very important. That word in basin, you're going to hear a lot about that word. It's right where the producers are. Now, the cost of frac sand, and believe it or not, in northern BC, they bring it from Wisconsin. And it's about $150 a ton. 70% of that goes to the railway companies to ship it. Very little goes to the producer because it's sand. It's not like it's expensive. But the cost of shipping it that far is very high. Imagine if you have it right there. You're still going to charge $150 or maybe $140, but you don't have to pay 70% of it to the shipper because you're just trucking it. It's rubber right to the plant. So I'm really bullish on this. The last time I recommended it, as you said, it went from 25 cents to $3. You know, not overnight. It took 3-4 years. Things didn't work out. The management team has been turned over. They're brand new. They're very, very impressive. And they bought a lot of stock recently. So I'm very bullish on this. And I think it's the kind of place you want to be. This is my kind of stock. I don't really want to own the producer of the gas oil. I want to own stock in the guy who provides him with the pickaxe, the shovel, whatever he needs to produce, because they always need that no matter what the price is. So that is a very interesting stock and trading for nothing because nobody cares.